Hi friends, in this series we will build an AI agent based stock recommendation system. So given a company name, the system analyzes all the data, the generic information, the financial health, auditing reports, etc. So everything it can gather from the internet using a number of tools. It analyzes that information and it provide a detailed report as well as the recommendation buy, hold or sell. Okay, so here we have the high level solution design. Now we have broadly 4 tasks, right? So as you know, any LLM agent system have 4 components to it. One is these objectives are the tasks, and then the agents, the tools are the skills, uh, LLMs, which are the brain of the agents. So let's start with what are our overall objectives or tasks. Okay, so in order to make a stock recommendation, we need different pieces of information. For example, the generic general research, right? Now this could be news articles, press releases, market analysis, uh, the sentiment, analyst's opinion, etc. Right? So that's one task. And second, we will analyze the financial related documents, right? So this could be the market performance metrics like PE ratio, debt to equity ratio, etc. And then the third one, which is more specific to these audited financial statements and annual report to the stakeholders. So these are called 10Q, 10K in USA, right? So we complete these 3 tasks to gather all the information related to the company, and we provide all the using all such information. We finally make a detailed report along with the recommendation. Okay, so these are the 4 objectives we have. Now to achieve these 4 objectives, we are going to create 3 agents. One is this research analyst, and the second one financial analyst, and finally the investment advisor. So the research analyst, it take up this first task, which is this general research. And then this financial analyst, which is more specialized in understanding the filing documents, annual reports, etc. It will do the financial analysis as well as this filings analysis, right? And finally the investment advisor, it takes all the information from the research analyst and financial analyst and make the final recommendation. Now this investment advisor, it can delegate the task. For example, if it does not have sufficient information from research and financial analyst, it can go back and ask for the more information. Okay, and for these 3 agents to do their task, they need some tools or the skills they require, right? For example, the research analyst, now it need to access it need to have access to the internet. For example, we can use DuckDuckGo search, and there are a number of others to search the internet. It need to have access to the news article, so we will create a separate tool for accessing all the news related articles, right? And then scrape some specific websites, website content. And finally it will also have access to this compute tool if it's doing some basic math type of thing, right? And then the financial analyst, it will have access to specific tools which are related to the finance and auditing. For example, the 10Q filings, 10K filings, and also the Yahoo Finance, which will have the metrics, the ratios, etc. information. Okay, now these tools we can by default provide to all the agents. That will still work, but the issue would be whenever an agent need to do a task, it will assess all its tools to figure out which tool is the best, right? For example, here we are not providing any tool to this investment advisor because it don't require any tools. It will simply take the information provided by the research and financial analyst, and using just an LLM, it will make the final output. Now, if we provide all these tools to the investment advisor, what it happens is before doing its task, it will check if it needs to use any tool, and if it will assess all these tools one by one. One, that will slow down the process. Two, that can increase the cost as well, right? So we will have a bunch of tools, but we will provide specific tools to each agent depending on what the agent is specialized in. Okay. And finally, we'll have the LLMs as a brain, right? Now, here in this example, we are going to use only one LLM we are going to use the same LLM to all three agents. But in a production case, we might have an LLM which is fine-tuned on financial documents. So it can understand the financial language, or it can provide more and better insights based on financial documents, right? So in such a scenario, we might provide a generic LLM like ChatGPT-4 to research analyst and investment advisor, and then this fine-tuned LLM to a financial analyst. Okay, but in this case, we are going to use the same LLM, right? And at the end of the investment advisor will provide this detailed report, which include the generic information as well as the financial and filing related information, along with the final recommendation, which is this buy, hold, or sell. Okay, so in the next couple of videos, we will implement these three. We will implement the tools, the agents, and the objectives. We don't need to do much about these agents. And finally, we will put all these together. We will be using a framework called Crew AI. So we will put the crew together, which is basically making all these connections. Okay. And then we will see how the output looks like. That's all for this video. Thank you very much.